Emily. I'm here instead of Kevin and Lara this morning. So we're at my house again, so surprised. And so we're here for the Sunrise Yoga Project, the Carolee Gentle way to come into your day so that you can feel good and have a great day. So we will start on our mats. So we can sit down, you can sit cross-legged, or you can lie down, or just find out anywhere comfortable. You can sit up on a bolster or a block or a pillow, or whatever works for you. And just finding a comfortable place for a short 5-minute meditation. And then we'll get into our yoga class. So just finding that place. You can close the eyes. And just relax the shoulders. Relax the hips and the knees. Start to lengthen out the spine here. Just come into your breath. So just really start to notice your breath. And just pay attention to how the air feels coming into the nose. And cool. And then on your exhale, starts to heat up a little. Start to lengthen it out a little. So breathing a little bit deeper. Just really start to fill up. Feeling rooted and feeling grounded. And just waking up here from our sleep, so anything that's on your mind, any negative thoughts that you might have woken up with, just let them all go on your exhales. Let your entire body fill up with breath. And then exhale everything else out. And just count your breaths. Helps to focus the mind. So inhaling to 4 or 5. And exhale to 4 or 5. Relaxing the jaw, the eyebrows. And if thoughts start to come into the mind, and just acknowledge those thoughts and let them go on your exhales and bring yourself back to your breath. And start to deepen your breath. Take a deep breath in and fill up, and then exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Fill up all the way, hold at the top, and then exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And you can open the eyes. And then we'll stay seated, or so if you're lying down, then you can make your way into a comfortable seated position, wherever that is for you. And just roll the crown of the head up towards the sky. Root down through the sit bones. Draw the lower belly in. Keep a slight core engagement. So on your exhale, start to draw the lower belly in and up. And then on your inhales, release. And the exhales, draw it in. You can place your hand on your belly if it helps to feel that. And then keep that engagement and start to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And then we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Reach them up, relax the shoulder blades. Spread out the fingers, and then exhale your hands down. And then inhale the hands back up, reach up. And exhale, and back down. And then inhale both hands up towards the sky. Reach them up. You can gaze up. And then exhale, we'll reach our hands behind our back. We'll keep our core engaged. You can hold opposite elbows or interlace the fingers and really stretch out the shoulders and the chest. Keeping a long spine, draw the hands down and away from you. And breathe into that. Relax the hips. And then release the hands and just circle it out a little bit. And then reach both hands up towards the sky. And then exhale the right hand down. Reach the left hand up. And then exhale, start to slowly come over to your right. Keeping both sit bones down on the ground. You can gaze up towards the left hand. And just being gentle with yourself this morning, keeping both shoulders relaxed. Just breathe into whatever feels good. And then maybe coming up a little on your inhale, and then exhale, find a little bit more depth. And then inhale, reach both hands back up, and exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach up, then exhale, start to come down to the left. So we're keeping the chest open, keeping the gaze either out in front of us, like down towards the ground, or up towards the palm if that feels okay for your neck. Just wherever feels good. Finding length on the right side of the body. Relax the right sit bone. Keep it grounded. And take an inhale, come halfway up. And then exhale back down. And then inhale, bring both hands up, reach them up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, start to hinge at the hips. Keep a long spine, and then place the hands down onto the mat in front of you. Inhale, half lift, open the chest up. Exhale, start to round the spine. Move slow. And just round, let the head hang heavy. And let the palms rest down. Maybe let the forearms rest. And just breathe into the back side of the body. Press the sit bones back and away. And deep breath in between the shoulder blades. And then slowly start to just walk your hands back up, stacking your vertebrae. And then from here, reaching the hands back up. Exhale the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind the back. Just a gentle twist. Maybe gazing over the right shoulder. So start to press the right hip forward and the right shoulder back. And breathing into the twist. And then inhale, reaching the hands back up to center, and then exhale over to the other side. So inhale, finding length through the spine, and exhale, maybe gazing over the left shoulder. Again, just noticing where your mind goes and just bringing it back to your breath. And then inhale back to center, reaching the hands up overhead. And then exhale, and your hands down. And then from here, we can place our hands out in front of us and roll over our knees, or bring our knees over to one side, so whatever feels good. Coming onto all fours. And then from here, we'll move through cat-cow. So just placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees directly underneath your hips. We'll inhale and open the chest, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine. Gaze down at the thighs. Inhale, draw up, open through the chest. And exhale, gaze down. Draw the belly button in. You just move through the cat-cow on your own breath. So whatever feels good. Three more inhales and three more exhales. And at the end of your third exhale, inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And then from here, we'll tuck the toes and we'll just lift up slowly into our downward facing dog here. So you can keep a bend into the knees. Keep spreading through the fingers and let your head hang down. Relax the knees here. Just press the chest towards the thighs. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And breathe. And then just start to walk out your dog. Moving with your inhales and your exhales. And then come up to the balls of the feet and then really ground through the hands and then start to ground down through the heels. But it doesn't matter how far they go, just work on lengthening out those hamstrings now. And then we'll come back down onto our knees. We'll bring our knees in that distance apart and just press ourselves back into a child's pose for a breath or two. You can roll out the wrists, so just doing circles with the wrists, giving them a break there. Just rest. And from here, we'll come back up into all fours. And then we'll bring our feet or their knees to center. Cross our feet behind us and then sit back down. And so finding your sit bones. And then bring our feet together to touch. Again, come into Baddha Konasana, but for this pose you can also sit up onto a block to help lift the hips if that feels good, or a pillow or whatever. So we'll hold onto the feet. Find the front sides of the sit bones. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, slowly start to come down with a long spine. And drawing the knees away from each other, so letting them draw out and then letting the hips relax just a little bit more. Letting your chest come down on your exhales. And then let the palms rest down onto the mat and let your head hang heavy. Take a deep breath in and then exhale and let the weight of gravity just pull you down. No forcing. And one more deep breath in. And one more exhale. And then slowly start to walk yourself back up. And then we'll bring the legs out wide. Vista Konasana. So spreading the legs out as wide as you can, but keep the toes flexed. And you can come sideways on your mat if that feels better for you. You can also sit up onto a block or a bolster, but if you do, just keep a slight bend into the knees so we don't hyperextend through the knees. And then again, place your hands behind you, lift up, find the front side of the sit bones. Help you to fold forward here in a second. Inhale, lift the crown of the head up, and then exhale. Slowly start to walk the hands out in front of you. And take a deep breath, and then pause, and then exhale. Come down. It doesn't matter how far you go here either, just feeling a stretch into the legs, the inner thighs, keeping the both toes flexed and the thighs just slightly engaged, quadriceps slightly engaged. Lengthening out the hamstrings and the adductors. Maybe start to feel it in your lower back and the hips as well. You can let your head rest down onto something. So if you have a pillow, or you can stack fists. Maybe it comes all the way down. And then we'll just come up to a half lift. And then we'll walk ourselves over to the right leg and frame the leg with the hands. And then inhale, lengthen out the spine, and then exhale, slowly start to come down. Be gentle here. Keep your left sit bone down, just breathe. Feeling a little tug on the left side of the spine, and the left hip, and breathing into that. And then slowly walk yourself up to a half lift, all the way back to center, and then exhale over to the other side, and then square your chest off to the leg, framing the foot of that leg with their hands and then start to come down. You might not come down as far as you normally do if you practice yoga after a long day of work, or if you do this pose after exercising, it might feel like you can come down a little bit deeper, but since it's morning, just being okay with wherever you are and just breathing into that and feeling okay with that. And just gently waking ourselves up. And then slowly start to walk the hands back up to a half lift. And then all the way back to center. And breathe here. And then sit all the way up. Hold on to the outsides of the thighs and just bring your legs in. Move slow there. And then bring your feet mat distance apart and your hands out behind you, and we'll just windshield wipe the legs. It's a nice rotation there into the hips. And then from here, you can lie down. Bring your feet down onto the mat, and then just bring yourself back to your elbows, and then all the way down onto your head. And then we'll come into bridge pose. So we'll bring our feet down close to the hips, in line with the hips, and bring our palms down into the mat. And then we'll inhale and lift the hips up. Take a deep breath here. And then if you'd like to, you can start to walk the hands behind you and interlace the fingers. And squeeze the shoulder blades. So might lift the chest a little more. And drawing the chest up towards the chin and really find length through the quads. Press the knees away from you and press the crown of the head away from you. One long line. Lift the hips. And then exhale. Release the hands and slowly start to come down. And give yourself a big hug. And deep breath here. And then from here, we'll bring our knees out, bring our feet up to the ceiling. We'll come into happy baby pose, holding on to the outside of the feet. Keep your shoulders resting down onto the ground. And just let your knees fall out to the sides. Relax the hip flexors here. And fill your belly, fill up with air. And exhale. Your entire body starts to melt down into the mat. Relax the face. And just breathe into this. And you can start to rock side to side in your happy baby. Notice if that feels good, or you can just stay at center. Then from here, we'll release the feet, bring our feet back down, and we'll bring our arms to a T. And then from here, lift the hips up, move them over to the left. Bring your knees back into your chest, and let your knees fall over to the right. Coming into a nice supine twist. You can gaze over the left shoulder. You can place your right hand on the outside of the left thigh. And just breathe into this passively. Just normal breaths. Notice any areas of the body that are still holding tension or need a little bit more energy, sending your breath there. helping them to relax. And then bringing your knees back up to center. Bring your feet down. Shift your hips over to the right. Bring your knees back into your chest. And let your knees fall over to the left. And just breathe. And place the left hand to the outside. With the right thigh, just let your right shoulder relax. Again, from here you can count your breaths, inhaling to 4 or 5, and exhaling to 4 or 5. And keep the eyes closed. And then slowly bring your knees back to center. And give yourself one big hug in. And then you can reach your legs out for final Shavasana. So finding space. Bringing your legs out as wide as you'd like. Bringing your palms out away from the body with your neck in line with the spine. And then give this time to yourself to completely let go. So I encourage you to rest here for as long as you can. So if you have the time this morning, either resting in Shavasana, or you can continue on with your practice. Or you can start to gently awaken the body, wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes. You can finish the class with me. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Point the toes. Give your body a nice big morning stretch, and then exhale your knees into your chest, and then roll over to your right side in fetal pose. And then slowly press into the left hand. Be mindful. Make your way up into a comfortable seated position again here on your mat. And then you can relax the shoulders, bring them down the spine, draw your hands into heart center, press your thumbs into your heart. And thank yourself for giving yourself this time to practice yoga, dedicating this time to your practice. Feeling thankful for just that in itself. And being able to just focus on your breath. Let go. Just take a couple of normal breaths. Namaste. So thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. If you liked the video, then you can share it or give us a thumbs up or comment, whatever you want. We love to interact with you guys, and we really appreciate being able to practice yoga with you from all over. So super awesome. Hope you guys have a great day and an awesome weekend. Kevin and Lara will be back on Monday, so hi guys, and yeah, we'll see them on Monday. Okay, thank you. Bye.